in something called Supta Baddha Konasana, which is lying down, cobbler's legs. We sit, the butterfly legs. This is Baddha Konasana. So you're going to lie down in Supta, which means supine, lying down version, Baddha Konasana. But grab some pillows for the upper back and the head. And then take another cushion or some blocks to take the knees. So don't feel that you have to achieve any particular shape or get the knees down to the floor. This isn't about that. This is all about comfort. So I'm going to prop my blocks up kind of at an angle. It's like I'm maybe lying on the beach, not with my legs akimbo like this, but just propping the shoulders up, the head, and then taking the hands onto the belly, just at the lower ribs, and have the fingertips to touch. So you have your elbows onto the ground, and just closing the eyes. Starting to take your focus and attention inwards. So beginning to notice the breath. Just gently noticing, observing the breath. In and out through the nose. So feeling the sensation of the breath. So feel the breath coming in through that space between the upper lip and the tip of the nose. Feeling the breath in the throat. Entering the lungs. And feeling the belly rise and the chest expand. So just feeling that beautiful sensation of breathing. Something we don't even have to think about. It's an autonomic system we have, which happens all day long. But just take your focus and attention there for these few moments. Maybe with your hands on your belly, you can feel the belly rise and fall. Maybe if your middle finger or whichever fingers are touching, maybe as you breathe in, you can feel the separation between the fingers, so you can feel that contact and that change in the body as we breathe in deeply. And then noticing the body, feeling and checking in with the body, how you feel today, where there are any spaces that are tense, areas of tension or tightness. Send the breath there, direct the breath there, and let the breath dissolve away that tension. So we're going to start to count the breath. So I'm going to breathe. You're going to breathe in for 4. You're going to hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. And hold for 4. So we call this box breathing. So imagine you're going round in a box. So as you turn the corner, you change to inhale to pause, to exhale to pause. So starting with a nice deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. So just relaxing now, no longer needing to force the breath in any way. Just re-scan the body, recheck. So by slowing down the pace of the breath, slowing down the heart rate, just coming to that sort of recovery state. And we're switching over from the sympathetic nervous system, which is what we normally run around and with all day when we're busy, when we're doing things, when we're active. And sometimes this is when we're anxious or stressed or we have heightened emotions. We switch that sympathetic nervous system on. Sometimes when they're stressed, there's those stress hormones darting around in the body. So when we switch over using the breath and by laying still, controlling the thoughts, I'll come to that soon. We're switching over to a parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. I like to call it a thrive state. So we're into this thrive state now when the heart rate slows down, the blood pressure is coming back to normal or in the comfortable zone, safe zone. And your immune system switches on and fires up. So just staying here for another couple of moments. Breathing gently in and out. So just allowing any thoughts or anything that comes into your mind, anything that's outside of the breath, just to sit on the periphery of your awareness. So just think of your breath to sit in the real center of your focus and imagine it as becoming your anchor. So whenever thoughts or noises or any distractions of any kind try to come into your relaxation space and awareness, just come back to that breath as your anchor. So just reattach yourself gently to the breath. And it's useful to find that place where the breath is happening and where the sensation of the breath is happening the most for you, so you can really sense it. But it might be in the nose, it might be in the throat, it might be the chest or the belly. So really focus on that point. So just pinpoint it a little bit sharper into focus. So from here, you're going to take some of your padding away now. So maybe a couple of your blocks. The blocks from... lay the blocks down a little bit flatter. So you're going to place those under the knees and come into a Shavasana pose, so corpse pose. So no longer propping up the head, but take a blanket or a more flat type cushion underneath the shoulders. So we're looking for a little padding across the shoulders. So that we can start to feel ourselves more connected with the earth. So have the arms away from the body with the palms facing up. So lots of space between the arms and the body. So having propped up just the backs of the knees, it just gives a tiny tilt to the pelvis so that you're not overarching the lower back. This also feels quite nice for the knees themselves so that they don't hyperextend. Because sometimes it feels like the knees are kind of strained a little bit when they're too straight. So a little bend in the legs just takes the strain away around the knee joints. So just roll your head left and right. Keep the breath as your center of focus. And flow your movements with your breath. So maybe inhale center, exhale, head to the side, inhale center, exhale, head to the side. Just connecting the simple movement with your breath. And then rest the head centrally. And once again, focus fully on the breath. Find that point where you feel the sensation of the breath most strongly. And then I invite you into a little thought. Just follow my train of thought. So, thinking of this time relaxing as an act of loving kindness to yourself. So, loving kindness practice. So, directing loving kindness to yourself cultivates a warmth and friendliness towards yourself. So, giving yourself love, acceptance, kindness, and compassion. So, really cultivating those thoughts towards yourself. So, just thinking these words: may I be well. May I be loved. May I be joyful. May I be at peace. Savoring each word and meaning. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be joyful. May I be at peace. So really directing these words towards yourself, giving yourself this gift and also this precious gift of time. Something that I think lately maybe we've been able to appreciate a little bit more. So reaching your arms overhead now, give yourselves a lovely stretch. Maybe stretching your left side, so the left arm, the right leg, really reach it away, really extend and reach that long. Take a nice deep breath in there, through the nose, fill the lungs. Exhale, sigh the breath out and release the stretch. Inhale, reaching into the other side. Reach, reach, reach. Big breath in. Fill the lungs. Exhale. Sigh that breath out and release. Slowly rolling yourself now over onto your stomachs. Take your blocks away and your padding for now. We're going to come into a position that looks a little bit like a recovery position. So onto your tummies. Take your arms and spread your arms wide with the palms facing down. And then start to turn the palm of the left hand up to the sky. And then start to roll over. You can push into your right hand. You're going to roll over onto your left side, keeping your left arm reaching back away from you. You're going to bring your left knee up into a right angle position. And then take the other leg back, also into a right angle position. So the other foot's facing the other way. And then reaching the right arm behind. Clasp the hands together, reach the hands towards each other, and open the chest. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. You're resting your head on the floor. Close the eyes and focus on the body here. So feel any space that's feeling tight and tense. Really work to release that tension. So breathe deeply into that space. So increasing the length of the exhale. So make your exhale really long. Feel that you're really emptying the exhale completely. I'm going to stay here for another 5 breaths. So make those breaths nice and steady and long. And then we're going to roll over onto the other side. Two more breaths. Maybe have a go at squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Open the chest a little bit more. Last deep breath in. And exhale. And slowly release the arms. Placing the right hand onto the floor. Bring the legs and knees together nice and slowly and carefully. And then rolling over to the other side. So reaching the right hand away, palm facing up. Bringing your right knee in and up at a right angle and sending the left leg into a right angle with the foot pointing away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Just observe any differences you feel. Maybe that one side feels different to the other. There might be some difference in your hips, difference in the shoulders. So just with loving kindness, work with all of these wonderful things that we have, the body we have. If at any point it's becoming painfully uncomfortable, then please come out and lying on your stomachs, making a pillow for your hands, with a pillow for your head with the hands. Squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit closer together, opening the chest a little bit more. So we're lifting the arms away from the body. Let's take another 5 deep breaths here. Steady, even, and continuous with the breath. Keeping that focus on your anchor there. Last deep breath in. Empty the breath fully. And then reaching the arms, the left hand away so you can roll onto your stomachs again. So taking your blanket, I'm going to do some pretzel arms. So if you've done my Sunday stretch classes, you'll remember these. So just working into the shoulders again. So what we're going to do is we're going to send the left hand out to the side and then the right hand out to the side so the hands are reaching away from each other. And then dropping the head onto the upper arm of the top arm, the chin to land sort of in the bicep or the tricep. So I'm turning the palms of my hands upwards. But if that doesn't feel good, then turn the palms down. So what is what works best for you? So remember, all of these things, these are your practices. So following what works for you, what resonates with you. But let the head rest heavy. And then consciously releasing the hips and buttocks, maybe a little rock from side to side. Because in this position, the tendency is to tense the body, tensing the legs, the hips, the glutes. You really need to let them relax completely, to soften the body completely. So focus on that deep stretch between the shoulder blades, into the shoulder joint, across the trapezius, the rhomboids, the deltoids, all of those muscles in the shoulders. There's about 26 muscles and ligaments around the shoulders, so they also are the most mobile of joints. So we're working here to really stretch deeply. Really lovely deep stretch here. So consciously really check you're not tensing into the hips and buttocks. Relax the thighs, completely relaxing, taking a little wiggle. And then come back to breath. Breath. Hold it here, I'm going to hold this for another 5 breaths in and out. Feel yourself relaxing deeper with every breath out. Imagine your whole body breathing. Taking a breath in very gently, lifting your body up so you can wiggle the elbows a little closer together so that you can switch the bind of the arms the other way. So taking the other arm on top, the other one underneath. And then release those hips, buttocks and legs, because undoubtedly when you moved, you might have tensed up again. So resting the head fully, allowing the weight of the head to fully sink into the top arms. Hold for another 5 deep breaths. Really let go. One more deep breath in. Exhale fully. Breathing in. Lifting the chest off, wiggle those elbows a little bit closer together. Well done. Oh, that feels so good. That's such a difficult place to stretch between the shoulder blades, and we hold so much tension in the neck and shoulders. So from here, keeping with that blanket, going to place the blanket beneath our knees. Come into an easy all fours position. Maybe have a cushion or block in front of you because we're going to come into frog. So taking the knees wider than hip width, so starting to take them wider. The feet are pointing directly back, so you're not bringing the feet towards each other. So this is it's almost like if somebody was doing the box splits, they had their legs straight, just that the knees are bent and the feet pointing backwards. So just move into this very, very carefully and slowly. Again, no judgment, no ego, no competition. So padding up under the knees, that's what the cushion is for, or the blanket. And work into those hip joints now. So leaning forward with your weight into your cushion in front of you. If this hurts your knees in any way, then please come out of it and take a child's pose. You can take a wide knee child's pose, so bringing the feet together and the knees really wide apart and reaching the arms forward. So that could be an option for you to take good. Maybe with if you're staying with see if those knees can slide a little bit further apart, just fraction by fraction, just small increments. As the longer we stay in these positions, the deeper we can access them. So feeling the pubic bone, the pelvis rocking down further towards the floor. Breathe deeply, imagine really releasing into the hips. I'm going to hold it here for another 5 breaths. Work with the breath. Coming back to that breath if thoughts are trying to jump in and take your attention. Don't join that train of thought. Just observe, okay, it's there, and come back to your anchor. Taking one more deep breath in. Releasing fully. Without looking or visually, just see if you release a little bit lower down to the floor. Lock your hands into pushing your weight into your hands so that you can ease your knees, slide your knees together. And then coming to sit On your bottoms, we're going to straddle the legs. So using that frog to open the hips, which is just engage the hips a little bit. So now we're going to straddle the hips and reaching ourselves forwards. Now, I'm super tight after this week's exercise, so if you are like me today, then just take it slow and steady. But breathing into it nice and easy. So flexing the feet, squeeze into your glutes a little bit and into the quads. So give them a little squeeze. Nice little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then reaching forwards with your hands. So imagine you're tilting from your hip creases and that your back is pretty much as straight as it can be. So you're not going to arch and round the spine over and down. You're going to lift and lengthen the spine. Reach the arms forward. So imagine I'm pulling you from your hands and you're kind of resisting. You don't want to bend. But I'm pulling you forwards. So hinging forwards for as long as you can before you take your hands down to the floor, onto your cushions. So have your cushion ready to take your belly or your chest, or you're using your head. So you take whatever you can even take your blocks. Start to really let the body rest heavy forward. So trying to really take any tension out of the neck and shoulders. So I don't want you to have to hold the head up. That's why we're using our props. So use as many as you need to. So using gravity here, working yourself forwards, little by little, keeping eyes closed. So taking a nice deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1, then out, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 4, 3, 2, 1, out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 4, 3, 2, 1, out, 7, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in, 4, 3, 2, 1, out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So keeping a longer exhale, much longer than the inhale. With every exhale, feel yourself sinking further forward, deeper forwards. If you want to take any of your cushions away, just explore a little bit deeper into your forward fold. But really don't take any tension into the head. Keep a prop for the head so that the neck and shoulders stay relaxed. If you want to reach your arms forwards with the palms facing up, you can take that too. Let's hold this position for just another 5 long, deep breaths. Deep exhale. Two more deep breaths. In and out. Last deep breath in. Fill the lungs this time. And exhale, empty the lungs fully. Then nice and slowly, easing yourself up, using your hands, bringing your legs together. And then just taking a little child's pose. So bringing the forehead down to the mat. Rolling the shoulders forwards. Keeping the eyes closed. Then nice and slowly, coming back onto your backs. We're just going to take a little bridge just to stretch the spine the other way. So just a counter pose, because when you fold forwards, it's good to arch the other way. So it's just like a little reset. So bringing your feet close to the buttocks. Keeping the thighs parallel. Take a nice deep breath in. Start to peel the spine off your mat. Nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra. And then wiggling the shoulders underneath each other. From here, you can take the heels of the hands into the sacrum, into the back hip bones. And just sending your hips up to the sky as high as you feel comfortable with. So wiggling the elbows underneath, sort of creating a tripod support system there. Keep the thighs parallel, don't let the knees splay out to the sides. Let's take 5 deep breaths into the belly, in and out. Last deep breath in. Exhale fully. Release the hands from the lower back. Peel the shoulder blades wide and roll down through the spine nice and slowly. Hug the knees into chest. From here, going to reach the legs to the sky. What you can do is taking your blanket or a bolster or cushion and placing that underneath the buttocks. So just sending your hips up a little bit higher. So just place so the bottom is off the floor. And then taking the arms wide. Palms facing up. It might feel nice to take some cactus arms. You find that position which works good for you. It might just feel that the chest opens, the sternum opens. So just work with what feels right. Keeping the legs active though. So I want you to squeeze into your quads. Squeeze into your calves. Flex your feet down towards you. Squeeze the legs together. So feet together. Whatever parts of your legs touch together. Everybody's different. And then refocus on the breath. So we're just using this position for a little bit of lymph drainage. Going to hold it here for another full minute. Keep the legs active, don't let them relax, keep it strong. Let's hold it here for another 5 deep breaths in and out. Flex those feet a little bit more. Squeeze into the glutes as well now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold. Squeeze the thighs. Everything squeezing. You might feel the legs might even be shaking a little bit. Okay, last deep breath in. Exhale, slowly bending the knees into chest. Take your cushion from underneath and then slide it down so you can have it, your bolster or your blanket, whatever you use, just take that underneath the knees now. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to come up to seated. On your next breath in, rolling over onto your right side. Pushing into your right hand, or left hand, or both hands. And then take your cushion or block, pillow, and get into a nice cross-legged, comfortable seated position. So keeping the gaze low or the eyes closed, we're going to take some alternate nostril breathing just to finish. So taking the right hand, pointer finger and middle finger to the third eye, that space between the eyebrows. Then you're going to use your right thumb to block the right nostril, and the ring finger will be blocking the left nostril. But first, just check the body alignment. So sitting tall, shoulders over hips. Imagine the crown of the head stacking tall above the center of the pelvis. And imagine that somebody's pulling a golden thread from the top of your head up to the sky. Gentle engagement of your abdominal muscles just for a moment. Little lift and squeeze in the pelvic floor. Bringing your left hand to rest gently on your left knee or thigh. Have the palm facing up or attaching the thumb and pointer finger together in Jhana Mudra. So bringing your consciousness and universal consciousness together. So alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. Blocking the right nostril. Take a breath in the left nostril. Block the left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. And block. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. And block. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. And block. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Block. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. And block. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. And block. And keep going in your own rhythm. Complete another 3 rounds. And then releasing the right hand from the nose and take that to match up with the left hand. So taking your Jhana Mudra on the right. Keeping the eyes closed or the gaze low. So just coming back to the kindness, the loving kindness practice. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be joyful. May I be at peace. Bringing your hands together to your heart center. Lowering your head down towards your fingertips. Giving yourself all that love that you so deserve. From my heart to yours, with love, respect, and peace. Om Shanti Namaste. Have a wonderful Friday. Thank you.